Good afternoon. My name is Sabrina Jordan, and my presentation will be over the Every Student Succeeds Act. In this presentation, I'll give a brief introduction, a historical perspective, key facts, the strengths and weaknesses of the ESSA, the effects of ESSA on students, teachers, and schools. And my last slide will be my citations. The Every Student Succeeds Act replaced the No Child Left Behind law was signed by President Barack Obama on December the 10th, 2015, which reauthorized the Elementary and Secondary Education Act law, which was signed by President Lyndon B. Johnson. The historical perspective is in 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, which launched the War on Poverty, providing federal funding to support disadvantaged students. In 2001, the No Child Left Behind Act under President George W. Bush emphasized testing, accountability, and closing achievement gaps, but led to over testing concerns. In 2015, the ESSA replaced NCLB under President Barack Obama, returning more control to states and districts while maintaining high standards and accountability for all learners. The purpose of the ESSA was to ensure equality, excellence, and access so every child, regardless of background, receives a quality education. The legacy of the ESSA modernized federal education laws by balancing federal oversight with local flexibility. Key facts: the ESSA requires every state to measure performance in reading, math, and science. The ESSA requires every state to develop a concise and easily understandable state report card and is that is accessible online and provides parents information on testing performance in reading, math, and science. Another key fact is ESSA increases transparency to empower parents with information to help them make the best choices for their children. And also, the ESSA requires state to list their lowest performing 5% of schools. The strengths of the ESSA is number one, ESSA allows states to set their own educational standards and goals, which enables educational approaches to meet local needs. Number two, ESSA emphasizes higher academic standards and graduation rates, which hold schools accountable for student success or achievement. Number three, the ESSA provides additional funding and resources to support students with low income backgrounds and special needs. And number four, the ESSA facilitates better communication between schools and families to ensure that progress is regularly reported. The weaknesses of the ESSA. Number one, the ESSA relies on testing to create accountability outcomes, which can be an unreliable way to measure the success or failure of a student. Number two, the ESSA does not address the root cause of inequality. And number three, the ESSA creates a system where states, territories, and districts can potentially use different systems of accountability. This inconsistency creates the potential for unequal practices, which means the government has no way to intervene if there is resistance to certain kinds of reforms. The effects on students. The ESSA creates a fairer education system where every student has access to high quality education. The ESSA uses test results to focus on identifying students who need additional academic support. And the ESSA creates a more balanced opportunity that promotes creative creativity and social emotional growth. The effects on teachers. The ESA provides flexibility in evaluations, making them less heavily weighed by student achievement, but including multiple measures of educator performance and provide constructive feedback. The ESA all SS the ESSA allocates substantial funding for high quality professional development funding. This funding can be used for ongoing job embedded training that is relevant to teachers' needs, allowing for more personalized and effective professional growth. Also, the ESSA allows teachers to have an increased voice to influence policies that might affect their classrooms and students, which foster a sense of ownership and accountability. The effects of ESSA on schools. The ESSA gives states and school districts more freedom to design their own academic standards, testing systems, and accountability plans. The ESSA also makes sure schools track and support progress for all students, no matter of race, income, disability, or national origin. The ESSA also encourages schools to measure academic progress over time instead of only proficiency. And lastly, the ESSA requires annual reading and math tests for grades 3rd through 8th, but allows the state to decide how much those scores impact the school's rating. This is my works cited page, and thank you for listening.